So the media and pop culture have really influenced the way that we all think about AI and how we interact with it. And this has really impacted or sparked a lot of different emotions ranging from complete joy or to complete fear. So this has caused a lot of people to coin AI as a term that is maybe overhyped or confusing or mysterious. So with that, hi everyone, my name is Sydney and these are my teammates Shu, Rachel, Catherine, and Viola, and we are part of AI, A People's Perspective. So through our project, we're just really hoping that we can kind of start to shift this narrative, demystify AI, and just ignite kind of an open conversation about what AI really means to all of us. So to do this, we went out and we talked to a lot of different people to kind of get a good understanding of what they thought AI was. We then used this unique feedback to inspire an engaging and thought-provoking art piece, which kind of serves as a visual expression of these public perceptions. So we just hope that through kind of listening to us talk tonight, or maybe seeing our exhibit earlier today, that you're able to help us continue this conversation and help us on our goal of demystifying what AI really is.
So we've gathered our data from two sources: the online questionnaire as well as the street interviews. We wrote up a questionnaire consisting of abstract questions regarding AI. For instance, if you were here last night, you might recall that one question asked at the roundtable was, what color do you associate with AI? That's basically the type of questions that we ask to the general public. We spread the questionnaire on social media and ended up getting over 140 responses, covering all the age groups from under 18 to over 65. We then used this data to create a visual representation of how the public perceives AI. Next, I would like to invite Rachel to talk about our street interviews.
Yeah, so we'd actually like to show you guys the video that we created now. It's about 5 minutes long, so it will show you kind of the street interviews that we conducted as well as the process of building our art piece, so I hope you guys enjoy. And sorry, afterwards, we're going to dive a little bit more into the data and our main takeaways as well as some observations from today. So. Someone like click on the YouTube link and make it full screen. Great. Cool. There we go. Nice. Here's a video, please. What are your thoughts on artificial intelligence?
Artificial intelligence?
Yes.
That's a big question. Depends what application it's being used for, I guess.
Not that much. I feel like it's kind of scary, like not knowing like the robots and stuff like that. It's like, you know, what they can do and how much of our lives they're taking over.
I just feel like it'll really improve the quality of our life. For example, like if we look at cars and stuff that are automated, they improve the quality of our life, and overall, like I feel like if we have a control on artificial intelligence, like it can be more positive than negative than people view it.
I think it's fine. Like it's not at the point where it's like scary. I don't know if it ever will be.
I'm excited and nervous at the same time. I think it can really do a great job with making things more efficient. With that efficiency comes loss of jobs. If AI is incorporated into more, that becomes a little scary too. Can we control them? And I think it's a little far out, but it's coming up really quick.
Yeah, how do you think it would impact your guys' lives personally? Does it impact it now, or is that something for the future?
I would say definitely something for the future, and I think when you think of artificial intelligence, you think of convenience, like stuff like, you know, the electric car, like Tesla, and like that's like artificial intelligence.
I think it's going to affect me in the future because right now, like we're still working in that technology phase, but I feel like as the time period goes on, like that's when we're going to be more affected by it.
It has huge potential to improve and affect a lot of our life. It's going to be the next most disruptive thing after the internet and mobile phones. When is that going to happen?
Yeah.
That's really hard to tell. I also think that artificial intelligence is a confusing term right now because it's spread so wide and it's gotten overhyped. It's kind of people are seeing where it's actually going to stabilize to. So new terms like machine learning, deep learning, data science are all coming in to describe what is a really overlapping field. And some people might not want that because the artificial intelligence term has gotten a bit of a bad rap.
Here's kind of a weird question. What color would artificial intelligence be if it had a color?
Blue.
Black.
I was gonna say red.
I think white.
White? Okay.
I think purple.
Gray.
Gray?
If it was a color?
Yeah, first gut reaction. Blue.
Yeah, I was gonna say blue too because of that movie with Will Smith. Because they all glow blue, and then they turn against everybody.
And what does it look like?
A bunch of like numbers.
Well, I think it could make decisions maybe like in boardrooms and
Yeah.
help with numbers and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. Apparently it's supposed to be used for me personally, but I don't quite see how that's going to
Yeah.
What do you think artificial intelligence looks like?
like a computer.
Like a computer. Yeah. Cool.
Well, I think the best example is Tesla and their auto driving cars, and then the trucks that are coming up, but also smart algorithms that are pulling. I don't know. I'm not in software, but like pulling different information or flagging certain things.
Oh, it looks like anything. It's just like this.
Yeah.
I don't think it has any. I don't think there's going to be like robots walking around with like, hello.
Yeah.
Your car for you.
Like
I
C-3PO.
don't think that's going to happen ever.
A big ass cloud of servers. Much more like Skynet than a robot.
A robot.
A robot? A robot? Okay.
So you can't see it. So like ones and zeros.
I think it looks like our future. It's coming anyways, right? So we can embrace it and we can do our best to control how that rolls out for our society.
Oh, okay, wait, I need to go back. Okay, so that being said, we're just gonna highlight some of the data that we found that was really interesting. And again, we aren't out to answer these questions that we were asking people, it's more to create a conversation. So we believe that AI affects everybody, and this is a conversation that everyone needs to be a part of. And it's obvious after doing the questionnaire and doing the street interviews that not everybody has been a part of this conversation, and not everybody is up to speed to where they should be and where AI actually is. So something that was very interesting, obviously we asked people what color they thought AI was. The overwhelming answer was blue, followed by white and black, and green and red were up there as well. So that was just kind of interesting, especially because, as you saw from the video, a lot of people couldn't concretely describe what AI was, but they were able to immediately identify a color. So thinking about things in abstract ways helps people kind of grapple with these unanswered questions and get a hold on what AI really is. As well as some of the adjectives that came up when we were talking to people and doing our questionnaire were things like intelligent and powerful, autonomous. All these words are reflected in our piece. So you can see it is a 360-degree sculpture. You can walk around it, and these words are reflected on the piece. And the colors that were really popular are reflected as well. And again, it's just a conversation piece to kind of show what the general public thinks about AI. And we kind of want to use that as a jumping off point to create more conversations about AI and what people think and how to involve people in the discussion going forward, because ultimately people will create AI policy and things like that. So it was really important to us to include that in our sculpture.
So we're thankful for everyone that come out and interact with our project, and also writing feedback to us, and also participating in the online survey. The surveys and the feedbacks are really helpful, and there are some interesting feedbacks that I would like to share with you guys. So some people wrote Terminator, artificial brain, and a tool. It is potentially destructive. The government could be watching us. And some longer ones, like AI scares me. I really think it is gonna get smarter than us and take over the human race. I think that AI has the capabilities to know private information about our lives and relay this to the government. Thus, nothing we put on the internet is safe from the public eye, and every move we make digitally is monitored. So this relates to our project, AI, a people perspective.
So in conclusion, you can see that it raises a lot of questions, and although we weren't out here to answer all of them, we thought it was very important to raise those questions. If there's anything that you've taken away from the summit so far, is that AI is a machine that essentially reflects the people who teach it. So why not have a say in what that looks like and what the world will ultimately look like in the future? So that's why we hope that our art piece has kind of inspired you to join the conversation, to continue the conversation, so that maybe one day the people's perspective of AI will actually be the people's AI. Thank you.